Super Bowl. This year, it's the Chicago Bears versus the Indianapolis Colts. It's a time of year when all of Chicagoans unite behind their team. 2.8 million in the city, almost 10 million metro. But one man leads them all in their praise of victory for the Chicago Bears. His name is Peter Pork.
Yes, Peter Pork, the man, the mystery, the legend. With all of his heart and soul, he loves the Bears. A love so strong, not even Flaubert or Austin could do it justice.
Indy, going down.
Peter and I toured the city, and later I sat with him for an exclusive one-on-one interview.
The Bears!
His excitement was overwhelming. It has been 21 years since the Bears won the Super Bowl, and no one is as ready for another win as Peter Superfan Pork. For the past 2 decades he has waited, patiently, or as patiently as a Chicagoan can wait, and he has prayed. Yes, he has sent his prayers up to the almighty Ditka, broken bread at the holy altar of Butkus, and sipped the sweetness of wine from the sacred chalice of Peyton. His passion is moving, even inspiring, and could arouse the most apathetic of sports fans to a new enthusiasm that puts Bill Swirsky to shame. He incites the crowds to a new fandom and generates an energy among the people more explosive than Chernobyl. It was an honor to speak with Mr. Pork.
So how long have you been a Bears fan?
Well, if I can remember correctly, I've been a Bears fan since about birth. Probably ballpark it.
About 21 years.
22, probably in my past life as a unicorn. I did cheer on the Bears. The Bears.
So did you think they were going to make it to the Super Bowl this year?
Totally. It's without a doubt. I saw every game they played outside, inside. I don't care where they were. They're going to go. And it didn't matter whose team. Everyone's else playing for number 2. You know, it's the Bears. Are you kidding me? Come on.
So how do you plan on watching the Super Bowl this Sunday?
Well, I've given it a considerable amount of thought, and I thought I might watch the football game with my church, my local church down on Park Avenue, and then I'm just watching it with my God Ditka, Ditka, Butkus, and the Holy Peyton, Hail Mary Diamond. And then as for TV, there'll be food there, and as for the TV, I'll just probably buy one at Best Buy, then return the big screen TV at the following Monday for, store credit.
So what do you think about the Indianapolis Colts?
The Colts. The Colts, okay? Her mother. Retard. Idiots. Kidding me. A joke.
So how close of a game do you think this is going to be?
Well, my bias towards the Bears. I think they'll win, but the Colts are gonna give a pretty good fight. I'd keep an eye on them if I were anyone else watching the Super Bowl and the National Super Bowl in Miami. I'd say a rough conservative estimate would be the Bears 79, Colts 6. That's what I'm saying. You gotta get it. That's as close as it'll ever get.
So where do you see yourself about 5 years from now? You and the Bears, where do you think you guys are going to be 5 years from now?
Well, what you say, 5 years? Well, obviously, I gotta say, I see myself in 5 years with 5 Lombardi trophies. I'll tell you that much. And for Lovey, I love the guy. God bless him. Old Ditka, Hail Mary, and all that. He's a good guy, but your job's gonna be in trouble if I decide to take your position. But I will have you around as my defensive coordinator if Ron Rivera does indeed choose to go to Dallas, which I don't think he will because we've got the budget to keep him. And I'll see this winning organization through and through, and we're just gonna beat teams left and right, up, down, and diagonally, beat them up left side of the head. And it's not gonna be called the NFL. It's gonna be called the NBL, National Bears League. I'll tell you that much, okay?
And so, my interview with Peter Superfan Pork had ended as soon as it had begun, for Peter had to make one more stop during his tour of the city. Peter had to visit City Hall. Is it at City Hall where the Bears' National Football Conference Championship trophy is on display? Named in honor of the founder of the Bears, George Papa Bear Halas, it sits in the middle of the building, emitting the radiant brilliance of divinity. For the Christians, it is the cross. For the Muslims, the sacred mosque of Mecca. For the Jews, Jerusalem. And for Peter Pork, it is the championship trophy, the symbol that represents all the blood, toil, tears, and sweat of his sacrifice. But it is through this sacrifice that the glory of mankind will rise once again. It is through his sacrifice that the Bears will come home Super Bowl champions. One cannot help but be touched by the emotion of the moment, the tears full of pride and accomplishment welling up in his eyes. The dream so prevalent for so long on Peter's mind is coming true. This is Patrick Phillips reporting.